Yes, to a very great extent. The lack of political will, I believe, to enforce is a major issue. If you look at the issue on the table, I would concede that there is a lot of policy and legislation in dealing with this matter, but enforcement or implementation is the biggest challenge. And what accounts for that, perhaps, is one that he has mentioned, either political interference or I would say lack of political will, because once you set forth to enforce, in this country, we have built a certain culture of everybody knows somebody. And once it begins, you step on people's toes, and then that becomes a problem. Sometimes it's not even an issue about politicians. We have traditional authorities. I recall at some point when I was deputy minister, before becoming minister, I had to undertake some tours within parts of Ghana due to issues of congestion and flooding. And I took the position that once I come to an assembly, a local authority, and we have issues of building in waterways or buffer zones, if there is anything that should happen where it should not, immediately you have a local authority headed by a chief executive, and that chief executive has to answer for it. And before you even take off, you see that there are all kinds of interferences, not from political class, but from other persons or bodies. And so for me, the challenge in this country is that we have failed in terms of, mobilizing enough will to ensure that the many policies and legislations that we have to deal with the problem that we have is really dealt with. We only come around the situation year after year when disaster strikes. We just go back to sleep. And that, for me, is a major issue. That
you talk.